What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We are the Info Junkies. I'm Steve, my co-host Quan.
What's going on?
And y'all know the deal. We talk about sports, politics, entertainment, gaming. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll feature it in the next video. And man, Quan, this world is going crazy. Trump has everybody revved up. This Harvey Weinstein thing is going off crazy.
Eminem with his
Eminem with his comments. You got a wildfire in California. I mean, this country's crazy, man.
One man has everybody going crazy. One man.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just get right into this, man. So, I think yesterday was the BET Awards and the Hip Hop Awards, and Eminem came out with this 4-minute rant on Donald Trump, and in it, he was talking about, he was going on Donald Trump's politics, and he was talking about how, essentially he said Trump's supporters were all a bunch of rednecks and, made fun of the redneck accent. And, then, he raised the fist for Colin Kaepernick, further cementing that he'll never get a job.
He's pretty much done at this point.
He'll pretty much never get a job thanks to his supporters and something he's done. And then at the end of his video, he said that if you're a fan of his or a fan of Trump's, he drew a line in the sand. And
F you.
He said you got to choose one or the other, and if you can't make up your mind, you're sitting on the fence. He said he'll help you out. F you, raise the middle finger. Then he turns around and says we love our military, we love our flag, we love this, that, America, but we hate Trump.
I'm like, that whole video made no sense to me, because again, you're getting rid of so much of your audience by saying that.
Mm-hmm.
How many people that support Trump and love watching Eminem,
right? And
he says F you. You just...
Well, I mean, that's not even... you're not even thinking like a businessman. You're thinking like you're thinking like a social justice warrior, politically motivated person. It's like, dude, how many of your supporters are middle American, blue collar, just the everyday folk who are just the average American citizen?
But he's a legend in the music industry. You have a huge fan base. And for you, I mean, just coming from the business perspective, for you to just alienate a portion of your audience makes no sense.
Right.
That's less money in coming in, to you.
Right.
It makes no sense to me.
It's dumb. Why would you sacrifice the money?
And you spit in all their faces by saying F you. You just spit in all their faces.
Right. And then you want to get on Trump for spitting in people's faces, but it's like, okay, how can you get on Trump when you turn around and do the exact same thing?
What does your fan base political beliefs have to do with you and your music? Exactly.
It has nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing at all whatsoever. I mean, you're sitting there, you're right there, looking in the face of your fans and saying, "Look, you give me your money, but I'm still gonna smack you in the face because, in my opinion, my political beliefs and your political beliefs are the only thing that defines us. Nothing else. Who you are, is your political beliefs define you. So if you like Trump, or you have to be a bad person. So I don't want you as my fans, in my fanship. But it's like." And he's not the only one that's doing it. Josh Norman came out talking about some Donald Trump's not welcome in Washington, D.C. He's the president. How is he not welcome in D.C.? That's where the president lives.
He's welcome anywhere he wants to go. And if he was right in front of you, you're not going to... Josh Norman's not going to do anything. So I don't get the point of that comment.
Yeah, and then he was
what you going to strike him? You going to hit him with something?
And the other thing he said was, he better not be around when I see him. Well, first of all, if he's around, you're going to see him. If he's not around, you're not going to see him. So the statement doesn't make any sense. But secondly, it's like, why would you threaten the president? But once again, it's just a continuous line, a continual extension of people who do all this crazy stuff to get a rise out of their fans, to get people all hyped up, to make people, to make their most loud and aggressive left-wing fans all excited because they know hating on Trump is the new in thing.
A lot of people fail to understand that all these antics are just you're just aiding the situation.
Right.
You're making the whole thing worse. This is why Trump is going to win in 2020 if he decides to run. People don't get it. They think keep reacting like this is going to provoke Trump to change. He's not going to. Trump is Trump.
Right.
He's going to be who he is. He's going to be that got him into office. Mm-hmm. You're not going to win. This is why he's manipulating everybody,
Right.
and Trump knows that.
He has no incentive to change. Because like you said,
why change when everybody's getting triggered off of what you got to say?
Well, I mean, this is what got you into office. This is what put you above everybody else. The fact that you will clap back at somebody saying something to you. The fact that you will make outrageous statements to make everybody go crazy. This is what made people want to vote for you. So why would you change anything?
People got to just stop it, because this Trump knows that you guys are going to get triggered based on what he says, and he uses that for his own gain. Mm-hmm. That's all he's doing, and he knows that. He knows that you guys are going to just flip out, and he's using that for his game. That's exactly why, people, can't stand him. Mm-hmm. I think some people know that, and they still react in the same way. Like you know that it's bait, and you keep falling for it. Mm-hmm. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like you have one after another doing the same thing. Where there's Eminem with this, then you got Kaepernick following up again, saying that Roger Goodell wants to go beyond the controversy, where it's like, we can't go beyond hundreds of years of slavery and oppression. And then you got the ESPN host, Michael Wilborn, talking about that Jerry Jones is a plantation owner. And then you got Jemele Hill making her comments that she got suspended.
People want to boycott ESPN.
Yeah, and now you got all kind of people trying to boycott ESPN for multiple reasons. I was reading an article where Fox Network may lose like $30 million because of the attacks because the drop in NFL ratings, and the drop in a lot of the advertisers on the NFL. Some of them are thinking about backing out, I think. So they're probably going to lose some money. You got the NBA sneaking its way into this thing. I mean, once again, so you got sports, the athletes, the sports reporters, you got entertainment, you got music, you got tech, you got Hollywood, you got everybody trying to attack this man. And it's like each one of you have your own issues you got to solve. If you're an athlete, you need to play. If you're a reporter, you need to report on sports or politics. You stop mixing the two. If you're entertainment, if you're Hollywood, you got this Harvey Weinstein thing that's blowing up bigger than anybody thought it was.
Yes. Plus,
you got collateral damage with people being associated with him, people trying to silence articles written about him. You got this thing I was watching. Me and Quan were watching this thing about. There was a joke at the 2013 Oscars where Seth MacFarlane, said, "Hey, these women, the women who were nominated for the Best Supporting Actress, no longer had to pretend like they liked Harvey Weinstein." And it's like, you all knew about this. So this Harvey Weinstein thing, yeah. Then you got the co-creator of DreamWorks saying that Harvey Weinstein reached out to him to try to help him not lose his job. I mean, once again, this is spreading out. This Weinstein thing is spreading out to even more. You got musicians. You need to focus on making your music. I'm not saying don't have a political opinion, but what's important is your music. The thing that makes you relevant is the fact that your music makes people want to buy it.
Regardless of what industry you fall under, whether it's music, movies, entertainment, whatever it is, just focus on your craft, because politics doesn't relate to any of those areas. Right. So if you're doing music, just focus on your music. If you're doing football, you're doing basketball, focus on your talent, focus on your craft, perfecting your craft. Don't worry about politics. Right. Because there's no correlation there. Right. But again, in today's society, politics is in everything. Right. It consumed every part, every media. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
And I mean, that's what some Mayweather said. Floyd Mayweather, which he's not my favorite boxer. Full disclosure, I was rooting for Conor McGregor in the fight, but he came out and said, "Look, it doesn't matter who gets in the White House. I'm going to still be on my grind. It doesn't matter. I'm going to still be grinding, still be working hard to get to make money." So he doesn't care. He's not about that.
I wish people had that same mindset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, dude, he's like, everybody attacked Trump, but everybody attacked Trump for his statements about how men can just go, celebrity men can just go around, grabbing women and stuff like that, and they let you do it. He was like, y'all get mad at him, but he's talking essentially how men talk, and he's saying stuff that's true. I mean, you got photos of male celebrities, female celebrities, if you're famous, people will let you do anything to them. I mean, he was telling the truth. I mean, he got a photo of Dan Bilzerian, the gambler, the guy who's on Instagram and YouTube and all. He's sitting there grabbing a woman. He's like, they let you do it, and she's sitting there smiling, letting him do it. I mean, how many females? If Brad Pitt walked up to you and said and just smiled and started touching you, how many females would let him do it?
A lot.
If Jennifer Lawrence walked up and started groping a guy, how many would let her do it? I probably would. I'm just serious. I mean, it's like everybody's all hyped up about the politics, about the I can't believe you did that. Look, if it's Roger Ailes, if it's Bill O'Reilly, if it's Bill Cosby, if it's whoever, if they're a celebrity and you let them do it, you let them do it. Don't try to turn around and make it. I'm not saying anything about any potential victims or potential anything. I'm not saying anybody's lying or anything. I'm just saying don't blow something out of proportion and then turn around and just because somebody on the other side is doing the same thing, you want to attack them. But it's like we got our own stuff that stinks.
But like I said, every industry had their own issues, their own shortcomings that they got to overcome.
Right.
But yeah, they're distracted by those things and just so focused on what Trump said. They just like, okay, well, Trump said this, so I'm gonna react this way. And Trump's looking back in the Oval Office like, hey, you guys are idiots. You're an idiot.
Pretty
You're
much.
An idiot. You're an idiot.
I mean, everybody's waiting for how Trump's gonna respond to this Eminem thing, and
everybody's gonna get triggered by based on.
As I'm saying,
I can't wait for the tweet just to see everybody just going crazy.
Right.
Because people, that Eminem video has over 5.5 million views. The Eminem video has over 5.5 million views. Go on YouTube, go to the trending section. It's the first video that pops up. It's #1 trending already, and it's only been like 14, 15 hours at the time of recording.
Right.
And people are just going crazy. Clearly, everybody has a political opinion about something, but again, if you're focused on something, just worry about what you're doing that pays the bills, and leave the politics out of everything. Leave politics out of music. Leave politics out of football, out of basketball, out of anything. Entertainment, movies. What does making a movie have to do with what Trump says? Make your movie, make your money, and do your thing.
And move on. And that's the case. You gotta, when you allow these things to become so, you obsess about these things so much. I mean, it's the same thing. What were we talking about? We were saying that people who were saying they're gonna boycott. Or people who are saying, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, he likes Trump, so we're not going to watch any Patriots games or whatever. Whatever.
You're going to
be watching that Patriots game. You're still going to buy you a Brady jersey or Edelman jersey or Amendola jersey or whoever jersey.
If I hand you tickets, you're going to accept
still
the tickets.
go. I mean, same thing with Jerry Jones or Dan Snyder. If I gave a person, Dan Snyder likes Trump, well, I'm not going to go to a Redskins game. Man, you flipping liar. They gave you 2 good seats in the stadium. You gonna still go to that game, and you still gonna watch the game, and you gonna eat the food and spend your money and have a good time because that's a human thing to do. And if you're so obsessed with it that you won't do that, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong when you let your politics drive you to the point where you can't enjoy something simply because somebody else likes Trump or doesn't like Trump.
That does not matter. In the grand scheme of things, that doesn't matter.
James liked Hillary. Okay, so flipping what? He's a great basketball player. People enjoy watching him play. That should be the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that makes him matter to you anyway.
Because of his talent.
Right.
It's not about
if he was not a talented basketball player, he'd be a nobody. And the same thing with all of us. If you don't have a particular talent, no one cares about you because most people only care what you can benefit them from. So if you're a good ball player, if you're a good musician, if you're a good actor, actress, director, whatever, if you offer me something that I can enjoy, that's what makes you important to me. That's what makes you relevant to me. Not whether or not you're woke. Not whether or not you like Hillary or Trump. Not whether or not you're conservative or liberal. No one cares. No, in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't make you important. The only thing that makes you important is what can I benefit from you? What is your output? What are you outputting that is benefiting my life? And if you're not outputting anything that benefits my life, you don't matter to me. You know how you know that? How many people walk past a bum on the street? Walk totally past him. How many people do you walk past on the street when you going to and from work? How many people you walk past when you going into a movie theater, out of a movie theater? You don't care about those people. You don't care about any of them.
Unless there's going some type of benefit that's going to...
Exactly. Yeah. Unless, I mean, come on. How many, if you're a man or a female and you're just walking past people of the opposite sex or same sex, whatever you prefer, you don't care about anybody else unless you feel this person you can benefit something. You're going to get a relationship from them. You're going to get children from them. You're going to have a life with them. If you're not going to benefit from it, you don't care about them.
That's just how human nature is. If you see a benefit in something, you're going to gravitate towards it.
Right.
And if you don't see a benefit, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to give it any attention.
To you. Right.
You're going to just keep walking and move about your life.
So why? And that's the way you should look at it. I mean, once again, most people, a lot of people who voted for Trump voted for him because they didn't like Hillary. There are people who voted for Hillary that didn't like Trump, so they voted for Hillary. Okay, in the grand scheme of things, you have no skin in the game anyway. There's only a few fandoms on each side that are really in it to feel like I have something vested in this. Mm-hmm. You know, for the rest of us, once again, why are we tripping when Hillary says something? We know she's irrelevant. Mm-hmm. Why are we tripping when Trump says something? You know, we know he's gonna do it. So why do we trip? It's because, first of all, if you're on the left, and nobody can accept that Trump won. Your egos will not allow you to accept that Trump won.
And it was over almost a year later, and they're still talking about this.
Right. And if you're a Trump supporter, you can't help. You don't like it. It's just like the Obama obsession. It's like, this is our person. You can't attack this person. You can't come at this person. If you come at him, you're un-American. You're this. You're that. You're racist. You're whatever. It's like, no, they're a politician. All politicians are open for critique. Every single one of them.
Yep.
So, cut the bull. Cut the nonsense. How about stop obsessing over politics?
And here's the thing.
I'm a big political person. I don't obsess over politics as much as these people are.
And you know what? This is so sad. This is the sad part. A lot of people aren't going to have that same mindset as you. A lot of people, like I said, this even right now, as we listed, it is so much corruption going on across all the sports organizations because everybody is just so consumed about what this man has to say. Mm-hmm. In the grand scheme of things, what he says does not affect any of those organizations directly. Right. Those organizations can just keep on moving, mm-hmm. put out a great product, mm-hmm. and grow the business. Absolutely. It's very simple. That's how you get away from all this, is just keep doing what you're doing. Do what's been helping you this far. If you're in the NFL, just continue to grow your brand, grow the product, make football better. Right. Football has its own issues they got to worry about with player safety. So I wouldn't even be entertaining the politics aspect.
Piggybacking off what you just said, you worry about something Trump says that doesn't legitimately affect you. It doesn't legitimately affect you. You think it affects you, but it doesn't. If you're, like we said earlier, if you're in entertainment, the whole Weinstein thing affects you. You know, if you're in sports, the Patino, the Louisville basketball coach, mm-hmm. that just went down, that affects college ball. That Dolphins offensive lines coach who just went down for recording himself snorting a line of cocaine, that affects you. Okay, that player safety affects you. Meeting the bottom line affects the NFL owners. You know, these things affect you. If you're Colin Kaepernick, getting a job, unless you're going to stick to your activism, affects you. What Trump says doesn't affect you. It really does not have any effect on your daily life. But you make it affect you.
This is crazy.
As I'm saying, you make it affect you. You are making what this man says. His words have no power over you. But now, what he writes may have power over you because of executive orders and all that. But his words on Twitter don't affect you.
But they allow it to.
Right.
Because it's a soft spot in their hearts because they lost.
Exactly.
That's why everything he says, they react to it every single time. Because in the back of their minds, they can't forget that they lost.
Mm-hmm. And there's always got to be an excuse. There's got to be a reason. It can't just be,
oh, he only won because of, the Russians hacked. No.
Right, because Russians hacked, racism, the media, all this. No, you lost because you lost. You lost because here's a basic thing about about politics and elections. Somebody wins and somebody loses. That's what happened. Trump won, Hillary lost. Why? Because Trump had a message. You may not like his message, but he had a message. Hillary had no message. Her whole thing was, vote for me because I'm a woman. You're not going to win that way.
She was advocating war with Russia. I mean, a lot of people, she always preaches, no war. You was the main one advocating war.
Right.
I believe that we would have been in war right now.
If the Russians hacked us or if they did something to us, we're going to war with them.
Idiot.
Well, yeah, I mean, you wonder why you lost. But once again, Trump's message was strong, firm. You may not have liked it, but he had one. Hillary had nothing except, I'm a woman, vote for me. And it's my time. I'm with her. I mean, that was her whole thing. Be with her. She's a woman.
People don't understand. All them allegations that they put towards Trump saying, he did this to women, he degrades women, this. Michelle Obama, before the election, one of her last speeches, she was just dogging Trump the whole entire time. And look who won the election. It's the reason why he still won, in spite of all that.
These things don't affect him.
But yeah, people still think, okay, I'm going to keep talking about him. Maybe that's going to change. No.
Right. Define insanity.
He talked about him like a dog before the election. He won. Almost a year later, you guys are still talking about him, and yet he's gaining from all this.
Right.
When is everybody going to wake up and say, okay, enough is enough? Let's stop talking about this man. And I'm not saying I critique him. Right.
But let's stop the frenzy. Let's stop the Trumpsanity. I mean, let's stop that. I mean, yeah, we're going to document that Trumpsanity. Stop the Trumpsanity. Stop letting Trump drive you insane. Once again, if the Dems want to win, if you want to be in charge again, the way to do it is to not do what you're doing now, because what you're doing now is what's drove people to him in the first place. Because you all take every single person you disagree with, any Republican you disagree with, they're a racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, transphobe, Islamophobe. Enter the phobe there, and that's what they are. I mean, and you got to see, Trump was one guy who said, look, throw any accusations you want at me, I don't care. And people were like, well, hey, you called this person a racist, that person a racist, that person a racist, now you're calling him a racist. Well, I'm not going to listen to you this time. So we're going to go with him this time, because all you guys have is accusations. You don't have a platform. You have nothing you ran on. All you have is accusations. All you have is attack and slurs. This man, regardless of whether or not we agree with everything he says, at least has something he wants to do.
He has a plan. Right.
People on the right got to give Obama credit on at least one thing. He knew how to run, and he had a message. He had a platform. You may not have liked his platform. You may not have supported or agreed with his platform, but he had one. And then you turn around and Hillary, the person you say, and the person that you could have supported, which I'm glad you didn't, but you could have supported, Bernie Sanders, had a platform. His platform was terrible, but he had one.
Hillary had no foundation.
She has nothing. So get off the Hillary bandwagon. Say, look, she lost. We're done. It's over. 2016 is over.
The moment they can accept that, that's the moment when everybody
you can turn around and move forward. But see, the thing is, your egos won't let you. So you can't turn around. You can't look forward. You can't stop throwing insults, because that's all you know. So in short, stop the Trumpsanity. Stop the madness. Stop the accusations. Stop getting involved. Focus on your life's work. What is your talent? What is your life's work? If you're in entertainment, if you're in music, if you're an athlete, whatever you are, focus on your life's work.
Otherwise, in 2020, he will win again.
And when I return, I'm giving you my heart. Stop, listen, I'm ready. Lights is on, I'ma play my part. You gotta believe you can do anything. This is the revolution, the revolution. Computed to your memory, living life for money, cars and music, now that's everything.